Hey friends, so today funny story, I'm like getting ready to go on a date with my husband and I'm like, I'm thinking about Hostess credit. Let's do a quick video because I have been getting a million questions about Hostess credit. Like, what do you offer people? How do you do it? How, especially from new consultants. So if you're a new consultant and you're booking your first beauty sessions and you're wondering, what do I give to people? How do I do this? I want to give you some tips that are going to help you. But ultimately, Mary Kay does not have a set Hostess program that you have to follow. So you could listen to this video and go, nope, none of these, none of the above, and create your own. And that's completely okay. I just want you to know that you can create your own, but I want to give you some guidance on that. So first things first, there's different types of appointments that you're going to be booking, right? When you're brand new, it's going to be with people you know. And so you're going to do straight up just like a Hostess program, right? That you're going to come up with, or you can steal the ones I'm about to suggest to you. Then you'll go to do those appointments, whether they're virtual or in person, and you will book appointments from those appointments. That's straight up Hostess credit. There's other types of things. For example, when I book leads that I meet from a bridal fair, that were a referral, from an expo lead, just any type of lead, I typically give them a small gift card for meeting with me, and that's it. They don't get the gift card and Hostess credit, they just get that. But then once I hold that appointment, when I book them from that appointment for another appointment, they get Hostess credit at that. So I know that's a little bit confusing, but for now, if you're new, just worry about just straight up Hostess credit because you don't have people you don't know yet, okay? But just keep in mind, that's why sometimes things are a little bit different. So I would recommend two different Hostess programs that the company also recommends. And if you really are looking to get bookings, you could do double Hostess credit and do both. But the thing I want to tell you, okay, I'm going to pop up this little banner here. Ready for it? There we go. What would motivate you to do a party for you? And it doesn't matter if the party, I get it's a little more work for them to do it in person sometimes because they're cleaning their house, they're making appetizers, whatever. Or, on the other hand, with virtual, they have to, do the work of getting their friends to sign up and register on the link so that you can send samples, blah, blah, blah. So what would motivate you? That's the first thing. What would you clean your house for? So it's got to motivate you, but it's also got to be smart from a business standpoint. You want to give people credit for doing some of the work, but you also don't want to give away all of your profit. So it's that kind of healthy balance. And so my favorite one, and this is the one the company, like when you do Mary Kay University, this is what they promote, is called 10, 15, or 20. And so they get 10% of the party sales in free product just for hosting the party. So for example, if your friend did a party for you to get you going in Mary Kay and the sales were $300, at 10%, that would be $30 in free product that she would get at that appointment. And if she collects outside orders, she would get a percentage of that same percentage. Like let's say her aunt and her grandma couldn't come, but she's like, oh my gosh, they each ordered a microderm set. That's all part of it. Like all of the sales together, she would get 10%. When one person books, so you go and do this party with your friend, she's going to help you practice. Someone wants to book their own party from that appointment, she's going to get 15% because one person booked. Because remember, if you've watched any of my other videos, one of the easiest ways to do this business is to book appointments from your appointments, right? Beauty sessions from your beauty sessions, and keep booking people again and again and their friends so that you're not out getting leads all of the time. The third aspect of that, when they have two people who book a future appointment, then they get 20% of the beauty session sales in free product. And I use the words party, beauty session, skincare class. I mean, we've called it 100,000 different things in the last years that I've been in here. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's doing an appointment with your customers. So that's the one I like because it rewards your hostesses that have a lot of sales at their appointments. So even, let's say it's a $500 party, you're not going to feel bad about giving her $50 in free product for doing that. Because you sold $500 and she was a partner with you in that. Remember that your hostesses are your partners in crime with you doing these beauty sessions. The second one that the company recommends and that I've done is called 75 for 35. And that is they get This one confused me for the longest time. 75 for 35. Basically what they get for hosting the appointment. And if you want to put stipulations on it, this is the other tip. You can put whatever stipulations you want on Hostess credit. You could say things like, if 3 people and 200 in sales happen, then you get this, right? But I like doing 75 for 35 because if you think about it, $75, let's say, so basically they're getting $40 off a purchase of $75 or more. That's how like your stores word it when they send you coupons. So let's say, for example, you do an appointment and you do the 75 for 35 and she only spends 75. Now, if she spends 120, you just take off $40. Whatever amount over 75, it's $40 off a purchase of $75 or more. But let's just say she spends exactly 75. She's still going to pay you $35 plus tax because it's 75 for 35. She's getting 40 off. $75 in products costs you $37.50 your cost. So it costs you $2.50 to do that one. So again, that's a great option to do that. There are other ideas too, like, again, whatever stipulations you feel like. If there's 5 women and 200 in sales, they get to fill a roll-up bag with anything that fits in that roll-up bag. They could get that 30% off. Like whatever they want to stick in the roll-up bag, they can get 30% off or some discount like that. That's another idea. Some people have done in the past, like every person at the appointment, they get $10 in free product, and then they do the 10, 15, 20. So any of these you can combine with any other strategic move you feel like you need to do. The other thing that I think is a good idea is certain times a year. For example, during the holidays, which is now, it's not every, you might be watching this at a different time of year, but it's it's December. And so I like to offer, and if you book and hold your appointment from now through December 15th, I'm going to throw in something. And I'm not stingy about it this time of year because I realize that people get busy and things happen. So I'm going to throw out, like, you get, in addition to the Hostess credit, you're going to get a free microdermabrasion set, or you're going to get a free Skinvigorate Sonic brush or something because people want to do that. So decide what your Hostess program is going to be. It doesn't matter what it is. Just decide what it's going to be and stick with it. And what I do too at my appointments, if you've watched any of my videos or you go to my website, we play Deal or No Deal. So basically, just watch the video about it. I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but they're getting the 75 for 35 plus they get the additional item on the card when they book and hold their appointment. And then what I do is I say, if the party sales are over 300, then I'll kick in the 10, 15, and 20% in addition to that. The other thought for you is that Hostess credit doesn't have to be the same for everybody on earth. Meaning, sometimes I'll go and do a beauty session and I am just in love. Like, I just love the people. They're kind, they're having a blast, they love me, they're buying like crazy. And I just think in my head, in the middle of the appointment, I think, I want to meet more people like this. I will on the fly make up an even like just amazing Hostess program for these people. And it could be as simple as you book and hold a future session with me in the next 30 days with at least 5 women. I'll give you $100 in free product. Now, I would not do that, not do that for just anybody, but you're going to know what I'm talking about. You're going to have these sessions where you're feeling it, they're feeling it. It is worth it to you from a strategic standpoint, and just a relational, like, warmth is a good thing, right? Just from all the standpoints to offer something big to meet more of that group of friends. So don't ever be afraid to do that. And then the final thought I want to give you, because I promise this will be short. I am always working theories in my head, but I have this working theory that most of the time it's not even about the free product, because I do sessions all the time with brides and they forgot that they even get a gift card. They're like, oh, I totally forgot about the gift card. And so I'm convinced the reason people book with us, and the reason I'm telling you this, is because we get really sales oriented. Like, we think we're going to go to this appointment and sell to them. But you guys, it's really about adding value to their situation. So any way that you can add value to the appointment, meaning, yes, you're using Mary Kay products, which are amazing. They're going to feel their face and want it. but you're also teaching them something. So pretend as though no one at the party is going to buy anything, even though they're going to. Okay, just stay with me on this. Treat it as though no one's going to buy from you, but they're at least going to leave having learned something valuable that they're going to take home with them. Like maybe you teach them how to really clean out their pores with the charcoal mask. Maybe you teach them how to shade and contour their eyes finely, right, with three eyeshadows, or where the heck they should be putting blush, or what colors work for them, or what you finally found like the perfect formula of skincare for them. People want to support things and do things that add value to their life, and not just like monetary value, but they feel like, wow, I really learned a lot at that, or I enjoyed that. And so it's a combination of you, right? If you're not booking a lot from your bookings, I know this is like a hard thing to think about, but really look at, am I charismatic at my appointments? Now, I'm a natural introvert. People always are surprised by that, but like, trust me, but I can bring it when I need to. And so bring it, right? Like, and if you watch my in-person appointment or virtual, any of my videos, it's about, connecting with people right away, making them feel good, being funny. You've got some dry, good jokes. I mean, let them fly. Like, we do not need to be so professional that no one wants to book with us. Like, they deal with super professional all day long. They want to deal with someone who is just like authentic and heartfelt, and they have a blast, and they get a lot of value from the appointment. So I've gotten the most bookings when I focus on that versus just like, because I'm convinced with some people I could offer them $1,000 in free product and they still wouldn't do a booking. But if I'm on and I'm making it about them and we're having a blast together, they book and they don't even care about the hostess credit. So just some things to kind of like just think about as you're holding those appointments. And it's not about all the scientific knowledge about the products. It's about who you are when you go and the value that you add to that appointment. And it's the same thing virtually, you guys. People love to laugh. People love to feel connected. So don't feel like you can't share about your life, or that you can't tell a really corny joke, or, like I do it all the time if you watch any one of my videos. And people are going to want to be in your space. And that really increases your recruiting and stuff too. So hope these tips help you, and can't wait to celebrate your very first beauty sessions at you go.